Showtime.
Well, good morning or good afternoon. My name is Jeremy McClellan. I'm the Vice President of Trade Sales and Support for the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection, joining you today from the beautiful Ritz Carlton, Washington, D.C. A year ago, actually in April, I traded in my land-based Marriott Luxury Global Sales Badge after a 23-year career for sea legs and a front row seat to the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. Now, since then, let me be the very first to tell you, nothing beats the views from Avrima, Ilma, or Luminara at sunrise. And somehow, luxury feels even more luxurious when it's moving at 15 knots. Now, our first super yacht, Avrima, set sail on her maiden voyage in 2023, followed by Ilma in 24 and Luminara in 2025. And what is so exciting about our product is that we are introducing a brand new customer to the yachting space. How we tell our story is very important. So 50% of our customers are actually new to yachting. And we have learned never, ever to say the word cruise to these individuals. The moment you do, they completely lose interest. Now, as you can imagine, that still leaves 50% of our customers who have cruised before. And of course, the moment that you say yacht, images of being sun-kissed, sailing the Adriatic, or the Greek Isles come to mind, and it's a great inducement for these clients to consider the warm embrace of the Ritz Carlton service delivery and our decor aesthetic. Today, I'm thrilled to share that our journey has become even more exciting for each of you as we set sail with Approach Guides, a partnership that brings artisanal expertise to curated travel. Quite simply, this technology is remarkable. I've never seen anything like it in my career. And I'm thrilled to be joined by Jennifer Raezer to showcase this exceptional product that will give each of you direct access to pre-designed content experiences, complete with itineraries and destination highlights, ready for effortless co-branding. Consider this your invitation to come aboard and to help us tell our story of the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. Jennifer, it's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for having me join you today. I can't tell you how excited we are as well for our partnership. And for all of you who are joining us, welcome. What a product to sell. I don't know about you, but Jeremy's opening remarks give me goosebumps. I need to be on a yacht. I need to be moving at 15 knots. And it does feel so luxurious. But it is, something you said really struck me is, how do you sell luxury yachting? It's not the type of product that we're selling every day. It's certainly not the product that, at least me, I'm going on every day. So how do you bring this to your clients in a way that communicates everything that Jeremy just said without Jeremy being right there next to you to help you say it? We're going to get you close. So with that, why don't we start walking through things? Does that make sense, Jeremy?
That sounds amazing.
All right. So welcome again for all of you who know the Approach Guides technology, and all of you that are new to our technology. Today, we are going to talk about how it is going to help you build your business with Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. And we do it in two ways. There's two parts of this service. The first is we are going to help you fill your funnel with what we call content experiences. Beautifully designed marketing landing pages that make it just effortless to sell the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. And then we're going to show you how you're getting your own co-branded website. But let's focus on these content experiences first. What I love about this is the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection marketing team is basically working to build your business and help you market these luxury yachts in the way that they should be sold, the way that they know is going to tell that brand story, and the way that is going to help your clients convert again and again. And this page is just stunning. The best part, I didn't have to do any work to make this page my own. I put in my contact details. I added a little personal message. We're going to show you how to do that. So keep your phones close by because this is going to be interactive. But the best part is the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection team created this whole content experience. And I love this, these beautiful videos that show the experience. And Jeremy, why don't you take us through this, this experience and what's on the page?
Sure. Well, first of all, let me just say what is so lucrative about this type of experience is that it provides you that easy access drip of inspiration to your customers, which is sometimes so important as you look to grow your business with existing customers, or maybe customers that you haven't talked to in a while, but you want to reconnect with. And this is incredible because, again, it gives you the assets that you would need, easy to use, and you can really do this. I think, Jennifer, we've timed it maybe 30 seconds to be able to put in a note. And I'd like to think that I'm a little clever. Sometimes maybe I'm not. Sometimes I'm not so clever. It makes sense to me. But this is so great because you don't have to worry about curating the content. You've got videography that's included. You've got the inspirational language that our marketing team knows will advance this product. We focus on our all-inclusive nature. We think that's a huge differentiator in our space. Now, when I think about traditional cruise lines, many of them are all-inclusive. But as you now focus on the yachting space and we have the arrival of new competitors, being all-inclusive, again, is our differentiator. And it's something that I would talk to your customers about. Our team can certainly help you to identify how to break down an all-inclusive price point for an ultra high net worth customer that may be more inclined to take a land-based opportunity. But just know that we can do this and that it really will help move the needle in your sales. And then what we have found is that this is really a vehicle that's taking you to some of the most incredible destinations around the world. But specifically with yachting, the yacht is part of the destination. You certainly want to focus on the access, the sanctuary, the solitude, the family environment that we provide. It really is something for everyone. And we do see guests that will leave the ship and explore the different ports of call, but we also see guests never leave the ship over a 7-day voyage because they just want to immerse themselves in the entertainment, in the culinary, in the relaxation, and in the wellness. And this is going to position your content for your customers and speak to them. And again, help to tell our story effortlessly with the goals of growing your business.
I love that. And you've got these 3 ships. What do we need to know about these 3 ships? I mean, having 3 ships is another differentiator in this space for sure.
Good question. Well, first of all, Ilma was my very first ship I sailed on, so I feel like an affinity to Ilma. Also, super exciting that Ilma received the very first Forbes 5-star award for any experience at sea. It is groundbreaking. We are super excited. Our ladies and gentlemen really celebrated. And it's something, again, that we're very proud of. And if you have customers where that might be of importance to them, it's worth the call out on Ilma. But I'll start with Evrima. Evrima is our smallest vessel. It's 149 suites. It was our very first ship. And she actually has the highest percentage of repeat customers because they love the intimacy that Evrima is able to provide. And so keep that in mind for individuals perhaps who don't know enough about the yachting space or the cruise space, who maybe are trying to overcome some obstacles or barriers to introduce them to this luxury experience at sea.
And I hear repeat. That's what I also hear there. I love that. Everyone take note.
Absolutely. And then Ilma and Luminara are basically sister ships with a few enhancements. So Ilma rather sails in the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. And so she is geographically based. Again, it's one of my favorites. It's carries about 244 suites, a little under 450 guests. And then Luminara has some more advancements with the introduction of a new public space called the Art Bar, and Luminara being based in Alaska and Asia. At the end of the day, these three ships are magnificent. And what makes them magnificent is the heritage and the DNA of the Ritz Carlton service delivery. It is what provides this trust and this testimonial for individuals to try our brand of sailing. So keep that in mind, that you certainly want to position each of these ships for the qualities and the attributes that they bring, but the service delivery, that continuity, that attention to detail, that ensuring that you as our advisor partner shine and that a customer knows you've been involved in every facet of this booking. That's what makes each of these vessels very special and what separates our experience from others within this space.
I agree. I think that is a major, that link between the client and their advisor is so important. And I'm just going to scroll back to the top real quickly because I see a lot of comments in the chat about wanting to share this with your clients. And the great thing is that's exactly what we're going to do today. Even better, we're going to take all of this great marketing material and turn it into your marketing material. So we've talked a bit about the content experience here. And now we've got some of these destinations. And the reason advisors, I think you see this in the chat, all of these advisors saying, I love this. Richard's like helping increase his following. We've got Donna who says it's so easy to set up. The reasons why all of these comments are coming in is because these pages, they feature your personal brand. That's great. It's beautiful marketing content designed to sell. That's amazing as well. But what they also do, and I see Cassandra love this, is these pages are designed to drive leads straight to you. So when you think about selling a luxury yacht vacation, this is the way to do that. And we're driving those leads in two ways. The first is with these contact me buttons. These send a private lead. Your relationship with your client, as Jeremy just said, is so important. We are driving that lead straight to you privately. Approach Guides doesn't see it, and also the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection does not see it either. It's your lead for you to nurture and convert. But, sometimes your clients actually want to browse a voyage. They want to say, I'm considering a trip to Asia. This product sounds like one that's right for me. I want to go to the website. But we don't want our clients going to the website, even though this is such a beautiful website. The best way to sell the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection, it's not the website we want our clients going to because they could book direct. So this is amazing. If our clients click on find a voyage under Asia, you know where they go? They do go to the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection website. And I can send my clients here without fear because we're doing a few transformations. Each of you, and we're going to get you doing this in just a few minutes, so keep your phones nearby. We assign you what we call your insider identifier. And that little code at the end of this URL tells our technology, this is not a direct consumer. This is this specific advisor's consumer. So let's treat them as such. So we're doing a couple transformations. The first, we're bringing in your contact details right to the top of the page. The second, we're removing those direct booking elements. That phone number, gone. Request a brochure, gone. And now your clients can browse this beautiful site, these beautiful voyages. Even as they navigate around, they can get that real-time pricing, real-time itineraries. But what they can't do is they can't book direct. Do you want to speak a little bit about this co-branded website and how important it is for advisors, Jeremy?
Absolutely. Let me first start out by just really amplifying what you said, Jennifer. I have spent my career working with the travel industry or trade community. I'll be the first to say this to any of you. These are not our customers, they're your customers. Our goal is to take the very best care of them that we can, really activating on the preferences and the information that you share about who they're traveling with, the memories that they are looking to make, so that we can execute flawlessly, surprise and delighting them, creating all moments for them, ultimately with the goal that they come back to you and say, thanks so much for taking such great care of me. I felt recognized as an individual. I cannot imagine booking with anybody but you. And I need to tell everybody that I know that they should be booking with you as well. And Approach Guides allows for that amplification to happen so that you can allow our story to be told with your customers, knowing that we are going to recognize the relationship that you have with these individuals and truly be your partner in that flawless execution. Now, what's great about this platform is that when I think about being in your shoes, you have a discovery call with your customers, and you know that your customer is looking to sail through Japan because they're dying to see the cherry blossoms or the fall foliage. And this allows you to take the information that you've gleaned from that discovery call, and instead of creating something homemade or trying to pull down photography or to outline in a very visually effective manner all of the touch points that you've gleaned from that discovery call so that you can try and convert that sale, you can use our consumer facing platform, which has the very best information that you will ever find put forward from the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection, and send this directly to your customer. This allows them to really become comfortable with the product that you've recommended for them. One of the things that I also think is an advantage for the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection that I talk to a lot of advisors about is that so often you probably get outreach saying, I want to go to Japan. And I hear from advisors that they'll say, great, let me reach out to a great DMC, and I know some wonderful hotels, and we're going to put together a magical trip, and we're going to put you on the bullet train. And I keep raising my hand saying, wait a minute, they didn't say they wanted a land-based experience. Think differently. This allows you to really easily include a yacht experience along with other options to meet the need and to think creatively for your customers. And it makes it so seamless. And again, I love that this drives back to you because you are an important element of our sales efforts. We have a team of 4 regional directors in North America and a global team as well for our international partners who are solely focused on making sure that we can activate every opportunity that you send to us and convert a sale for you and hopefully to identify new customers. And I was just at the Travel and Leisure Cruise Summit, and one of the more interesting facts that I heard is that the cruise sector provides a better repeat booking opportunity than any other segment. So the moment that you can place a customer on board the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection, it's almost as if you've secured additional compensation opportunities in the future from those repeat customers that would look to sail with us again. So this is so special that you're able to send this out.
I totally agree with that. And I see so many comments in the chat of everyone wanting to do this. And that is exactly right. Get your co-branded content, use the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection's marketing and technology team to build your business. So as I said, we're going to keep this interactive. Grab your phone. I see Jen asking a question. How do I get this? Scan this QR code, or I'm going to drop in the chat. We're going to drop in inspires.to/RCYC. That is the link if you're on your desktop and you prefer to use that. But if you're on your phone, scan that QR code, and we are going to walk through this together. And what we are going to do today is we are going to share this maybe on social, maybe with a client via email, maybe even on Instagram. And I love seeing people who are already doing it. Francesca, I already set up this yesterday, and no, it won't affect what's coming, except making you more, giving you more marketing opportunities. Allison, I couldn't make it easier. I love this. I love this. Okay. So when you scan that QR code, or when you click that link that I just dropped into the chat, you are going to come over to inspires.to/RCYC, and you are going to see all of the content that Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection has created for launch. We have the Where Every Moment is Made for You. That is such a great content experience to use when you're just sharing about the brand for the first time with a client. Maybe they have cruised already, and you want to introduce them to the luxury yachting lifestyle. Or maybe your clients typically book those land vacations. Maybe they're typically booking hotels in these destinations. This would be the perfect moment to, Jeremy, you said it before, not say cruising.
Exactly. Yachting.
Yachting.
It makes a difference, trust me. I'll be very candid, maybe a most horrible story to share on a recorded webinar. When having come from lodging, when I interviewed, I said, sure, I could sell the boat. Boy, I got my hand slapped real quickly. So I've gone from boat to cruise to yacht. And it does make a difference how you position this experience with your customers so that they understand and can emotionally connect to this experience.
I agree. So for me, I've already co-branded the other experience. So I'm going to co-brand this Mediterranean. I know that this is something that my clients, the Med is just beautiful at this time of year, in the fall, all year round. And so I want to co-brand this for my own clients. So I am just going to when you click any one of those squares, the only thing you're going to have to do is you're just going to have to enter your email address. That's the only thing. Now, if you're already an Approach Guides client, you will be sent a magic link where you can log in. If this is your first time, you're going to click that button to co-brand and share. We're going to drop you right into the platform. I'm going to scrunch my screen down so you can see what it would look like on my mobile, because a lot of you probably scan that QR code. And what you're going to see is we've got our personalized tab, we've got our view tab, our share tab. We're going to be talking about all of them. But what I like to do when I'm on my mobile is I just enter my first name, last name. You can come back and fill out your logo, your headshot later. Click that view button, and you know what you see is you immediately see this view where you have the page already co-branded. But because today I am actually on my desktop, I am going to expand this out. So now you can see I've got my sidebar, and I'm going to fill out the rest of the information. Super easy, right, Jeremy?
It is easy. I mean, candidly, if I had known this when I was at Marriott, I would have embraced this technology. You need to go talk to Marriott, because this will make it very easy for all those luxury brands for sure.
I love that. And with I think we timed it 30 seconds, even while talking, and I'm a terrible typer and talker, that we have co-branded this. And the best thing is that now you gave us the email address, so we know exactly where to send that lead. And we have already built your co-branded website. We assign that insider identifier, and now look, instantly, I don't have to know my unique URL. The technology handles it for me. All I had to do was enter my email address, and I get this beautiful page for myself. Really amazing. And then the next thing we have to do is we need to share it with our clients. That's how the magic happens. But you know what? If you told me I had to write a Facebook post, I'd be like, oh my goodness, that's going to take me 20 minutes. I'll do it later. But that's not what's going to build your business. So we made it really easy for you to share your content experience as well. So if I click that Facebook button, you're going to see our AI advisor assistant is going to write a unique, engaging post that you can regenerate if you like. But for me, I sort of love this. Sunlit shores, that Mediterranean glow, that's perfect for my Facebook page. All you need to do is click the pink button to copy that text. We're going to copy that into your clipboard. I'm logged into my personal page. But if you're logged into your business page, it will open there. If you want to post that to a private group, it's in your clipboard. So I just pasted that. I can edit it as I like, and we can go on from there. And, sometimes if your internet connection isn't so great, you might get a little spinning box. So all you need to do, start a new post. Start that new post. That post is already in your clipboard. We drop the link right in. Easy peasy. Right, Jeremy?
Totally. And Jennifer, one of the things that I think goes so unnoticed is the use of the hashtags, right? Because this is so great if you want to post within your network. There are individuals who you're friends with, or if you have an open profile, but the hashtag is what allows your post to be seen by individuals who are searching for inspiration. And if they see your post, they see how gorgeous the content has been created by approach guides on your behalf using our imagery and verbiage. It provides that assurance that they should reach out to you, introduce themselves. I'm looking for a travel advisor. I saw your post because I was researching a warm weather destination, and I wanted to start this conversation and journey with you to talk more about Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. So make sure, of course, use the hashtags that are provided by the AI tool, but think creatively. And you can tag Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. You can tag your favorite luxury group hotels from Marriott in a destination, because people will come to you in different ways when they find this product posted.
I completely agree. And I was just showing that LinkedIn example because, the hashtags, they're great on Facebook, but they're also important for LinkedIn. And you can regenerate these posts. Find something that really works for you. But I love this. Productivity isn't built at your desk. It's restored when you step away. Sunlit shores, slow mornings, and a space to let new ideas surface. Again, LinkedIn is very different. You're talking to a professional community. So our AI advisor assistant helps you write that. We also, and Jeremy, I know this is really important. You spoke about this a little bit more earlier, but that one-to-one email. I saw this and I thought of you. These are the important things to say, but you know what? It takes time to write that email. So let our AI advisor assistant draft it. You copy it. You don't have to give us your client list. Copy that text, open your own Gmail, your own Outlook, paste that in. We give you the link right there in the copy. So now you can tell your clients, I saw this. I thought you're going to find it wonderful. Let's talk.
Amazing. There's nothing better to start a conversation than telling a story. And I think as I started this webinar with you, telling our story will create the platform for conversation. And again, when you get them hooked with this emotional connectivity through this imagery and the fact that you thought of them individually and you knew that this content would resonate with them, once they are emotionally attached, they are going to purchase from you, and they are going to pay the very highest price point that you can charge for this product, because they just can't imagine themselves not being on board a Ritz Carlton yacht. And Approach Guides is going to help you to start that conversation through storytelling.
I totally agree with that, Jeremy. And I also want to point out over here, so here's the one content experience. I went back to inspires.to/RCYC. Again, I'm going to drop that link into the chat. I went here, here's the one content experience, and you'll see I've got 2 more. This is a great way to build your network on social. And you'll see we have culinary excellence at sea. this is another pillar of the brand. I'm going to preview this because when you share this with your clients, I'm logged in, so I see my sidebar, but my clients won't. And I love this, that philosophy of taste, those menus by Michelin starred chefs, really, really amazing.
And let me just assure you, we've got the 3 experience campaigns that are loaded, but there will be many more coming because, again, from my career with working with each of you, customers have different motivations as to why they travel, and we want to give you the content to speak to each of those different demographics based on their trip purpose and the memories they're looking to make. So you can anticipate in the future we'll have great experiences for you to share related to families, romantic getaways, special occasions, small group travelings, even some foreign language experience for those of you who are dialing in internationally, so that, again, we can speak to you and to your customers in the right way to ensure that they have that emotional connection to Yacht Collection and ultimately to confirming through you for Yacht Collection.
I agree. I think that's a really strong point. And I see a lot of questions about Instagram. So let's talk Instagram. So here is my Instagram page. We're going to go back to that mobile view because Instagram is so mobile. So if you're on your mobile phone, this is what you're looking at on your page. And as you scroll down, there's 2 things that you need in a Instagram post. It's an image. So the first thing I always do is I look at that post and I long press on an image that I really like. And I love that one of the lady with her back to me, looking back at that yacht. It really just screams luxury to me. So I love that. So I just long press, save that to my post. Then I go over to my Instagram and here's that image that I just took. So I'm going to select that, goes into my Instagram. And from here, just like you always do, I love clicking on the text to add that text. Imagine exploring the Mediterranean aboard a luxury yacht. Perfect for that post. And the second thing, so usually that's where you stop with your stories. Maybe you add some music, maybe you enhance it another way, but most people just stop there and then they post it. And that's great. That's really inspirational, and your clients will, you keep posting that and they'll remember the next time they want to book their holiday that you are there to help them book. But I always say, let's make that content scroll stopping content. Beautiful imagery is great, but what I want my clients to explore and imagine and think about their own things. So let's add a link to my story. We're going to click that sticker button right there, that little square with the smiley face. That's going to pop up an option menu. You're probably familiar with this, adding location, adding images, but we're going to add that link, that button right there next to the sliding smiley face. And when we click that, we get the option to add in our URL. So where do we get that URL? That is done back on our content experience. Again, we have this view. We're going to go over to the share button, the yellow link. So now from our content experience, we've gotten the link and we have that image that's already posted. So I copy that link. I come back to my Instagram. I add that into the URL. I add sticker text. Let's say start dreaming, and boom. Now my post is not just inspirational, but it is scroll stopping. And when I post that to my clients and they click, now they see my link. They click over one more time and now they're into my content experience. And you know what happens from that. This goes right over to the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection website where they can browse those beautiful itineraries. They can see the possibilities, and that lead will always come back to you. So really, really powerful way to share your content experiences with your clients.
It's amazing. I've learned something new. I didn't even know how to add a link. So thanks for teaching me today.
I know your posts are going to have links all over them.
Exactly right. Incredible.
Jeremy, you spoke a little earlier about this idea of these discovery calls and these deep conversations that advisors are talking to their clients about. Can you tell us a little bit more on what a typical advisor goes through when trying to quote and what they can do now?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, um, I have to just share with you. I know we're really pushing forward one product, the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection, and it's a lot to remember. And I think about being an advisor and the fact that you have to know the world of suppliers, the world of the access codes, the world of the right contacts, and it's a lot for you to keep track of. And lo and behold, also push forward opportunities for new bookings and to service customers that have existing bookings. But the discovery call is one of the most important facets that you can have with your customer, because that's when you're going to glean all of those yummy details about where they want to go, the memories they're looking to make, the trip purpose, who they're traveling with, because you really need to marry the right trip opportunity with the right trip purpose. Ultimately, as one of my mentors said, you're playing the matching game here, making sure that it's the right customer to the right brand and to the right experience. Once you have a good idea about what they're looking for, hopefully that it aligns with what the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection is offering. And so you'll be able to do some of the research on our website. I will pause and just let you know that we do have an enhanced website that will be rolling out in the fall. It will have a lot more capabilities, especially a built-out travel professional portal, more resources for you, more visually stimulating photography and videography that I think is going to really speak to our brand and to amplifying our story. But you can see on the screen, you've got this great detailing of where this voyage in June is sailing throughout the Adriatic Sea, stopping in Croatia, ending in Rome. And you'll be able to curate this and take this content and push it forward to your customer and say, listen, I heard you loud and clear. This is what was important to you. This is what we want to do for experiences. This is where you would like to spend your time. This is what you said about disconnecting. You are a culture seeker or a shopper. You're looking to just relax and disconnect. Let me tell you why this experience, this voyage, and this product is going to meet the exact needs of what I heard from you loud and clear during that discovery call. And again, using the information on a consumer platform gives you at your fingertips the very best assets to be able to do that and to start that conversation, because you can walk your customer through this exact information directly. Again, knowing that any leads that may be generated are going to come right back to you. We know that customers work late at night. They do things on the weekend. We can't be 24/7, although we would love to try to be. I do seem to know whenever my iPhone is got a new email, though, no matter what time of day it is. I do my best to be responsive, because I put myself in your shoes that we want to close the sale, and responsiveness is key to doing that. But giving your customers access to these tools ensures that the responsiveness comes directly to you, so you can activate on any of those requests that you receive.
I totally agree. I mean, I hope all of you heard this, and I know the recording is coming, so I would listen to that again, because this has not just been a marketing class. This is also a class in how to sell luxury yachting to your clients. And so now, let's say you have done all that research, you did your discovery call, and you are ready to pitch this voyage to your clients. What you don't want to do is you don't want to have to go try screen grabbing all the bits and parts of this website to make sure that your clients won't book directly. We are going to turn this page, which is the best way. It's got all of the itineraries, all of the real-time pricing and availability. I'm in Europe, so I'm seeing prices in euros, but wherever your clients are, those prices will be in their local currency. And what we're going to do today is we are going to take this link and we are going to make it so it's not request a call. It doesn't have Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection's phone number on it. We are going to turn this into hours. So how do we do that? Well, you saw I just copied that link. We're going to drop the link into the chat again, inspires.to/RCYC. One of the people on our team is going to drop that in there. And, we've been co-branding these content experiences, but this time our clients further down the funnel. We want to send them that specific voyage. So I'm going to click, you'll see the co-branded website tab here. We click on that, and what do we have here? I'm going to expand this out a little bit so you can see. One, we have our Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection homepage. This is great. Add it to your out of office message. Add it to your website. Make Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection's website an extension of yours. Add it to your email signature. All of these micro ways that you can engage with your clients. But today, we want to share this link. So we copy the link on the website. We come back over to our co-branded website tab on inspires.to/RCYC. And you see this second box? This is our box for advisorifying any link on the website. And there you see, we've appended my insider identifier. I simply copy that link. Now I write an email to my client, just following up on our conversation earlier about the journey. It's a great one. Here's the description with the pricing and availability. Send them your link. And you know what? When they go now, they see all of that information. They've got it in real time. And you know what? Maybe this is the right itinerary for them. Maybe they want to explore more and they want to do a second sailing that tacks onto this voyage. Wouldn't that be great? So your clients can browse around, but they're all doing it under your contact information. It's like having the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection marketing and technology team there to power your business. And I just love that.
Jennifer, I think advisorifying is going to be my word of the year. I've never heard that before, but it's
advisorifying everything.
Because ultimately, that's our goal. We want you all to be successful and to amplify our story. And Approach Guides allows you to do that effectively and advisorify our content. So please take advantage of this and know that we're going to do our very best to drip more inspirational content and story opportunities for the right customer and the right trip purpose on our Approach Guides platform for you.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining Jeremy. Jeremy, any last words?
No, it's a pleasure to be with you today. Just know that we've dedicated our careers to working with our trade partners, to doing whatever we can, to being easy to do business with, flexible, and best in class as a partner. And it is just amazing to have Approach Guides as another tool in our toolbox for each of you to be able to do this effectively. We are a new company, but have scaled very quickly with the 3 ships. Anything that we can do to support you in this space and telling this story and to meeting the needs of your customers, you can rely upon myself or our global team. And Jennifer, hats off to you on this incredible platform. It is really remarkable. And I would encourage each of you as our partners to really take advantage of this opportunity.
I love this. I love all the comments. Seeing all of this is really giving me goosebumps. I think everyone really learned a lot today, not just from a marketing perspective, but from a sales perspective. This is a unique product. How you pitch it to your client matters. And the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection has invested to make it possible that they are giving you everything you need to make that sale. So thank you everyone for joining us. And we can't wait to see what you do with the technology.
Perfect. Bon voyage.